Ben, you just heard Christina list a lot of the gating issues here in terms of whether we really will see significant sales of the H200 in China. What's your view?
Well, I'm not putting it in my model until I'm absolutely sure. I think that there's a lot of demand out there anyway. And look, Nvidia has a lot of choices. I think the big thing that people don't understand is the world is still short of compute. People are desperate. These companies are desperate to get their hands on chips. So Nvidia has a whole world to look at and say, do I want to put a low margin chip in China, or should I sell a higher margin chip somewhere else? So I think that they need to thread a needle here and potentially might not ship as much as the demand even is to China if the margin's that much lower and it's such a hassle. So we'll have to see. I'm not putting it in my model right now.
All right. When would you put it in your model?
When they tell me, when they say, I'm sure this time. I've gone through this rigmarole a little bit and put it in and put it out. And if you're on the sell side in my seat, you probably have a chuckle here. But my target's 320 without China, and I view it as gravy. And then, it's hard to know the incremental of it. I mean, look, it could add 10 to 20% to revenue and a similar amount to earnings, a little less. But, it's hard to know how much to put in because the world could, China may be accessing some of these chips in other ways. And it's hard to know what Beijing will let them do. So I can be bullish a lot of other ways given this shortage of compute globally.
I was going to ask you, Ben, whether or not, last few weeks, incremental competition from Broadcom via Google, incremental competition from Amazon at reInvent. Has that shuffled your priorities in terms of favorites in this space?
Well, look, I mean, we recently wrote a report, several times about how Broadcom can double. Broadcom's doing the TPU, as you know, and has up to 7 customers going custom ASICs. And we've always said NVIDIA's share will shrink down to about 60%. This actually, the analogy here is probably a little bit like Apple, where actually Apple really perfected the smartphone. I wouldn't say invented it. And then actually there was a lot of feeling that Samsung was going to come in and they were toast. And obviously they innovated every year. They had the best software developers support and prevailed with a minority share. I don't think that NVIDIA goes to minority share, but it's perfectly natural that they would lose share and still generate the majority of industry profits. And we're going through that now, but there's a shortage of compute and NVIDIA is the top dog. It's actually, in my experience, I've seen this happen a few times where share can go down and then stabilize and you still generate a lot of profit in this kind of environment.
The decision by U.S. President Donald Trump to let the shipment of NVIDIA's second-best artificial intelligence chip, the H200, to China will increase demand from the nation's defense industrial complex, research institutes, and tech companies. The chip is already being delivered to domestic purchasers through the gray market, according to a Reuters assessment of over 100 tenders and academic publications. But Beijing has not yet declared whether it will permit its sale in China. The analysis reveals the characteristics of Chinese consumers who will seize the opportunity to legally purchase large quantities of the H200 chip, which is far more powerful than any semiconductor NVIDIA is permitted to sell in China. Talent recruitment and research are directly impacted by the quantity of high-end processors available to China's top institutions, which all have research teams dedicated to AI development. In order to do research on AI models, a professor at Beijing Jiaotong University boasts that his lab has 8 H200 chips. In a report released last month, researchers from the Sun Yat-sen, Tsinghua, and Shanghai Jiaotong universities, as well as the state-backed Shanghai Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, utilized 4 NVIDIA H200 processors to train an AI model intended to identify whether an image is AI-generated. A request for a server containing 8 NVIDIA H200 chips to support a quantum AI model project was made in June by a state-run AI institute in the eastern city of Hefei. According to the Reuters review, dozens of colleges and research facilities around the country have purchased or are looking to purchase H200 chips. China hawks in Washington have objected to Trump's attempts to lift export restrictions from the previous administration, claiming that the Chinese military would boost its capabilities by using NVIDIA's most cutting-edge AI chips. According to the Reuters assessment, the People's Liberation Army and closely associated universities may already be obtaining H200 chips. In order to promote medical AI and biosurveillance research, the PLA Air Force Medical University in Xi'an launched a tender in August for 8 Nvidia H200 chips to train a large language model training platform. Beihang University's School of Cyberspace Security, one of China's 7 sons, universities under U.S. sanctions with a track record of defense-related research, issued a tender on Monday, looking for a supplier capable of renting out H200-level processing capacity. In order to gain access to restricted hardware without importing it, Chinese companies are increasingly renting usage time on servers equipped with forbidden Nvidia processors. Large numbers of the H200 chip were already in the sights of several Chinese AI cluster and data center projects prior to Trump's statement. Delivery of 48 servers with 384 H200 chips is scheduled for the end of the year, according to a July tender issued by a company owned by the Binhai County government in the eastern province of Jiangsu. Larger aspirations can be seen in the far western province of Xinjiang, which has recently witnessed a large build-out of AI infrastructure as Chinese government and businesses look for the cheapest land and electricity for massive data center projects. A design for a 20,000 petaflop hub with over 8,000 H200 GPUs, 12,000 RTX 4090 GPUs, and 4,500 servers equipped with Huawei Ascend 910C processors, the most potent domestic AI chip currently on the market, was presented in a June 6 tender by Urumqi Jiangsuan. Unveiled in October 2024, a separate 1.86 billion yuan project in Burqin County, northern Xinjiang, describes a green energy compute center that is primarily composed of 1,000 local chip servers, with a smaller cluster of 100 H100 or H200 chips as a complement. Since late 2022, the shipment of the H100, the less potent precursor of the H200, to China has been prohibited. In order to deploy 128 H200 servers for the massive telecom company China Unicom by next March, Xiaogan Yunqi Data Technology filed a regulatory filing in October for a computing power project valued at 307 million yuan in the central province of Hubei. According to people familiar with the talks, Alibaba and ByteDance have contacted Nvidia about purchasing its H200 processor after the United States authorized its export to China. Both businesses are eager to place substantial purchases, but they need clarification from Beijing and information from Nvidia regarding the quantity of machines that will be available. With over 6 times the performance of the H20, the previous limit under U.S. limitations, the H200 would be the most potent Nvidia processor that is lawfully available in China. Because of this feature, it is particularly useful for training huge AI models, a field in which Chinese businesses continue to rely significantly on Nvidia hardware. However, as Nvidia concentrates its manufacture on the more recent Blackwell and Rubin CPUs, supply is still limited. Beijing regulators have yet to comment on the export ruling. Citing the need to promote domestic manufacturers, authorities have prohibited big IT companies and state-backed data centers from purchasing Nvidia processors in recent months. As part of that evaluation process, officials have now requested that top firms, including as ByteDance and Alibaba, describe their anticipated H200 requirements. According to Reuters, Nvidia and SoftBank are considering investing in Skild AI, a rapidly growing robotics business that may soon be worth up to $14 billion. The deal, which might be worth up to $1 billion, would represent a significant increase from Skild's July value, demonstrating the speed at which interest in AI-driven robots is growing. SoftBank was particularly intrigued with Skild's early pilot projects, where the company's general-purpose AI models are being used to educate robots how to sense their environment and make decisions more like humans, according to people familiar with the discussions who spoke to Reuters. SoftBank and Skild have not yet commented, while Nvidia declined to comment. Additionally, the interest aligns with the overall policy environment. According to earlier reports, the Trump administration intends to prioritize robots in 2026 as part of a larger goal to accelerate AI. Now, investors watch to see if the negotiations result in a formal agreement. According to those familiar with the situation, Nvidia has developed location verification technology that might show which nation its chips are functioning in. This could stop its AI chips from being smuggled into nations where exporting them is prohibited. In recent months, Nvidia has shown out the function in secret, but it hasn't been made public yet. It would be an optional software upgrade that users could apply. According to the sources, it would use its graphics processing units, GPUs, so-called confidential computing capabilities. According to an Nvidia official, the software was designed to enable users to track a chip's overall computing performance, which is a common practice among businesses that purchase fleets of processors for large data centers. It would use the time delay in communicating with Nvidia servers to provide a sense of the chip's location comparable to what other internet-based services can offer. Nvidia stated in a statement that it is currently putting into place a new software tool that will enable data center owners to keep an eye on the inventory and condition of their whole fleet of AI GPUs. This software agent, which is installed by the client, uses GPU telemetry to keep an eye on the inventory, integrity, and health of the fleet. According to the Nvidia official, the feature will initially be available on the company's most recent Blackwell chips, which have more security features for a procedure known as attestation than Nvidia's earlier generations of Hopper and Ampere semiconductors. However, Nvidia is looking into options for those earlier generations. The White House and politicians from both major political parties in the U.S. Congress have called for steps to stop the smuggling of AI chips to China and other nations where their sale is prohibited. If Nvidia's location update is made public, it may answer these demands. As the Department of Justice has filed criminal charges against smuggling organizations with ties to China that were purportedly trying to import more than $160 million worth of Nvidia chips into China, these calls have become more urgent. However, the U.S. calls for location verification have also prompted China's top cybersecurity authority to probe Nvidia about whether its devices had backdoors that would enable the U.S. to get around the security protections of its chips. Following U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement last week that he would let exports of the Nvidia H200, the most direct predecessor to its current flagship Blackwell chips, to China, that regulatory cloud reappeared. Experts in foreign policy voiced doubts about whether China would permit businesses to buy them. Nvidia has vehemently disputed the existence of backdoors in its chips. According to software specialists, Nvidia could develop chip location verification without sacrificing the security of its products. Infrastructure for accelerated computing is dominated by Nvidia. Its networking hardware and graphics processing units, GPUs, are especially significant because they are the industry standard for handling artificial intelligence workloads. Additionally, many experts think that the company's sticky software platform, NVDA, will maintain its leadership position for many years to come. However, because of export limitations from the United States, Nvidia's market share in China has virtually disappeared. Regarding that, President Donald Trump recently delivered both positive and extremely negative news to Nvidia shareholders. These are the key points. In the fiscal year that concluded in January 2022, Nvidia, a semiconductor corporation, received 26% of its sales from China. Since then, the U.S. government's export limitations have caused that percentage to drop to 11% in the first 3 quarters of fiscal 2026. A quick summary of how U.S. policy has changed over time can be found in the timeline below. September 2022. Nvidia was ordered by the Biden administration to cease supplying A100 and the more potent H100 GPUs to China. The business projected a quarterly sales loss of almost $400 million. In response, Nvidia produced the H800, a compliant variant of their Hopper GPU. In October 2023, Nvidia was instructed by the Biden administration to cease shipping H800 GPUs to China. Orders totaling billions of dollars had to be canceled. In response, Nvidia produced the H20, an export-compliant version of their Hopper GPU. April 2025, Nvidia was instructed by the Trump administration to cease shipping H20 GPUs to China. The corporation predicted that it would lose $8 billion in revenue in the second quarter and incurred a $4.5 billion charge for inventory that could not be sold or used. August 2025. In a change of heart, the Trump administration announced that it would allow Nvidia to sell its H20 GPUs in China in return for 15% of sales. However, after U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick made derogatory remarks in a CNBC interview, the Chinese government instructed businesses not to purchase them. Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, gave an update on the company's operations in China in October. We lost one of the biggest markets in the world as a result of our policies, and I find it hard to believe that any policymaker could have thought it was a good idea. We went from having a 95% market share to 0%. President Trump authorized Nvidia to sell H200 GPUs in China in December. The H200 is the fastest chip created on Hopper design, making it one of the most potent GPUs available, even though it is not as powerful as chips built on Blackwell architecture. In fact, the H200 has around 6 times the power of the H20. For Nvidia and its investors, that is excellent news. Nvidia has a chance to reclaim lost revenue share in China, the world's second-largest artificial intelligence market, if the Chinese government does not caution local businesses against using H200 GPUs. Chinese President Xi Jinping responded positively to the news, according to President Trump. But there was also some pretty terrible news for Nvidia's shareholders. The U.S. government will receive 25% of the proceeds from H200 sales in China, according to President Trump, which is more than the 15% that was suggested in August. That creates a risky precedent. The U.S. Constitution forbids export tariffs, but the president has effectively imposed one on Nvidia GPUs. Nvidia is in a challenging situation. Fearing reprisals, the chipmaker is unlikely to contest the terms in court. Trump would, at the very least, revoke his approval for the sale of H200 GPUs in China. However, it's not difficult to imagine the president taking offense on social media, as he has done with Apple and Amazon in the last year. Nvidia will therefore have to choose between losing out on the Chinese AI industry or accepting what is effectively an unlawful export tax. Nothing prevents the Trump administration from increasing its fee in the future, which makes the situation especially troubling. In fact, since August, the president has increased the price by 10 percentage points. In another year, will it be 50%? Nvidia would have to make the same decision in that case: give in or leave the Chinese market. The bottom line is as follows. For patient investors hoping to profit from the artificial intelligence revolution, I believe Nvidia stock is still essential. Shareholders should be aware that there are both positive and negative aspects to the H200 agreement with the Trump administration, and that the terms may worsen in the future.